What a surprise Talent has been for the Blue Jays so far, making his 12th start this afternoon.
Blue Jays are 5-6 in those starts. Talent went a career-high 7 innings for the 4th time this season in his last start against Texas.
The Jays provided support too, winning 9-0. And so here we go, and it's popped right back to him off a bump attempt by Chris Coghlan. That's an easy out. Number 1 can fly. 0-2. And he swings and misses. Talent won't let him run.
Have really struggled against right-handed pitching, left-handed pitching this year.
This ball flied to right field for Alex Rios, and he's at the wall to make the catch. Talent gets a 1-2-3 first. Here is Florida's ace, Josh Johnson, getting the start this afternoon.
They talked about getting started early. You're going to have to do that against Josh Johnson. He battled Cardinal ace Chris Carpenter in his last outing. He was nice and smooth and nice and slow, and all of a sudden that ball's right on top of you.
Goes for the breaking pitch and gets Scudero looking.
Well, that he can bury it in on right-handers.
Now he deals with Aaron Hill, who swings at the first pitch and muscles it into center field for a base hit.
You want to slow the game down, slow the baseball down.
Hitters count here, and he bounces it to Ramirez at short. He gets 1 at second.
34 extra base hits. Just enough to score Wells.
There's a roller to Ramirez. He goes to first to make the play, and that's the inning. 3 games. As Jeremy Hermida, the DH, stands in against Talent. He lines to left field. Coming in quickly and making the catch is Adam Lind. Left-handed pitching. Just a .204 average for Uggla when he faces a southpaw. He punches that one to center, and you can toss away the statistics. He picks up a base hit with 1 out.
To center, his home run right down the line yesterday.
Chops that one just past Roland into left field. It's a fair ball. Uggla turns for third. Helms pops this one up. And here's Rios. Uggla tags. The throw coming in. It's late, and the Marlins are on top 1-0. 2 balls and a strike on Paulino. Talent fires. And it's hit well to left field. Over comes Lind right at the wall, and this one is out of here. A home run for the catcher. 3-0 Florida as they jump on top of Brian Talent.
Well, it looked like Brian had started strong with a 1-2-3 first inning. That's something we had talked about. His last few outings, he struggled early in the first or second inning. This looked like an off-speed pitch that was down, and it really sped the bat of Paulino up. Getting the start today with John Baker, the regular catcher, with a day off. And this one just scrapes over the wall in left field.
The first inning cleanly. Well, he did here with a 1-2-3, but it's the second inning that has provided him with some trouble as it's hit into center field by Carroll. Backs up Vernon Wells. That's the third and final out. 2-2 on Scott Rowland. And he lines to right field, and it drops in front of Carroll. Base hit for Scott. 6 for 8 in the series so far after being moved down to the 6th hole. And he pops it up. Paulino tosses the mask and puts away Rios.
Pinching off the middle of the diamond.
Ball 4 is low, so it's a walk to Overbay. First and second for the Blue Jays. And now is set to go on 0-2. Right down the middle, and it's hit high in the air to left field. Coghlan backing up. And there's the second out. Swing and a miss, and Barajas strikes out. The one he is most proud of because it's something he'd never really done in the minor leagues.
Never.
3-2 on the hitter. Coghlan, a delayed attempt to go, and it's snaked past the first baseman into right field because Coghlan got the jump. He's up to third. Base hit to right field. Ramirez knocks in Coghlan. It's now 4-0.
RBI number 33 for Hanley Ramirez.
Swung on and missed. And down goes Hermida. 2-1 to Uggla. Line to third. Caught by Rolen. Back to second. Double play. That's how you get out of a jam. This inning was shaping up to be an ugly one for the Blue Jays, but that helps tremendously. In the end, the Marlins get one and lead it 4-0. The ace pitching with the lead. And it's grounded to short. An easy play for Ramirez. He throws out Scudero. Popped up by Hill. Johnson comes in and puts him away. Very positive direction. Drafting James Paxton with their second choice. Jake Eliopoulos with their third. And look at Dan Uggla, who's got to fire quickly to get Vernon Wells at first, and does. Had trouble getting it out of the glove, but he makes a sterling play, taking a base hit away from Wells.
When it rains, it pours, but a good sign. Vernon hit that ball hard.
2 of them home runs. 3-1 pitch is lined to left field. He's at it again. He's not going to want to leave Toronto.
No. Looking awfully comfortable. That time he got himself into a good hitter's count. Was not caught.
So Talent tries again. Ross at first. Base hit. Back-to-back singles to start the 4th for the Marlins. Ronnie Paulino, who is the catcher, homered when he came up, and he lines this one to left field. Another base hit. Ross puts on the brakes at third. The bases are now loaded. Nobody out in the 4th inning.
Against the big unit.
Into center field. Carroll with a base hit. Ross comes around to score. The throw home is late, and so Helms comes in to count as well. And it's a 6-0 Florida lead. Slapped on the ground, gloved by Hill. He's got one play, and he turns and fires to first. The infield comes in here for Bonifacio. He swings and punches it off the glove of Talent into center field. Paulino comes in, and so 1 scores, make it a 7-0 lead. And now Ramirez laces the first one to right field. There is Rios. Runner tags from third, and Carroll comes home. It's now 8-0. But he was called up when Brian Wolf was demoted. And now he's run it in on Hermida, hits him in the shoulder. Gets under the breaking ball. Breaks his bat and flies out to left field. That ends things for the Marlins. Lynn strikes out. Grounded up the middle by Rolen. Base hit number 3 for the Blue Jays. Number 2 on the day for Rolen. He's 2 for 2.
See, he knows that Josh Johnson wants to get ahead quickly.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit well to left field. Backing up Coughlin, and she is gone. A home run. That 6-hole really fits him.
Yeah. It looks comfortable. He had a good approach there with 2 strikes. Josh Johnson doesn't give up a lot of home runs, just 4 of them all season long. But with 2 strikes, Rios is a lot quicker to the ball. Looked like a changeup from Johnson. Right in the wheelhouse. And when a guy is in a groove, he's not going to miss that one, and Rios doesn't.
He grounds to second. Uggla picks it off the turf and throws him out. And let's bring in Sam Cosentino. Belted left field. Well hit. Coughlin's there at the wall, and this one's out of here too.
His last time up, remember, he just missed a home run. Sent Coughlin deep to left field, hauled it in for the out. This time he gets a fastball, and he didn't miss it. Your typical Kevin Millar home run. High, arcing, graceful, and into the bullpen.
The lead for Florida is down to 5. Here's a squibber over to first. Helms has lots of time, and he puts it away. So here's the windup for Hayhurst on 3-2 and a chopper to third. Roland bare hands it. What a play.
Time to put a little star next to that one. And that whole play was made by Roland because he got his feet set. He turned his body, he kept his feet moving right there, and then bare hands it, and he's in the throwing position. We've talked in the past about the accuracy of that arm and how quick he gets rid of it. Watch how he gets himself set. And then boom. Nice play by Scott Roland.
Sent to center field on a line. Wells in the shadows.
It's going to cost him a whole lot of money.
Is he ever? Rolled down to third base. At the line is Roland. Right on the money at first. Grounded up the middle, but backhanded by Ugla. He throws out Scutaro for out number 1, and that gives us a chance to a 5-1 record for Johnson. As Hill pops this one up back of second. Ross comes in from center, 2 out.
Hit a ball hard up the middle, but a great play by Ugla took away a hit.
Lines this one to center field. Ross on the run, and he almost overran it. 5 innings complete, and the Marlins lead the Blue Jays 8-3. 10 hits for Florida, 5 for Toronto. Scutaro throws out the batter, Brett Carroll.
Pitched good baseball. And I guess he and Dirk are the guys who are the long men out of the pen now.
Ripped to right field. Into the corner, and up against the wall goes the ball. Coughlin turns for second, and he slides in with a double.
And it has worked beautifully for him so far.
Bonifacio rolls to first. Overbay is there to touch the bag for out number 2. Coughlin advancing to third on the play.
Boston in that trade. There were a couple of other youngsters that came from Boston. One of them being Anibal Sanchez, a good young right-handed pitcher.
One and 2. Hermida pops it up. Over comes Roland in the coach's box. And Carlson gets the job done. 2 Marlins are left on base here in the 6th inning. Johnson came out of a high school as he deals the 1-2. A 1-hopper to Helms at first. Yesterday's starter, Sean West, in some cases bad habits.
Because they're facing that ball hit towards left center field and playable. You get bad habits.
Crowns to third, picked up by the third baseman Bonifacio.
That's the only weekend the Jays are on the road, and next Saturday, everyone here today, come on down to St. Mary's instead of the Rogers Center.
Well, tell us a little bit about the
Doc Miller. That was simply an oversight. He deserves to be in the Hall. And then you got a great Blue Jay who was, one of the fan favorites of Canada. They loved him when he played here. Then he coached Team Canada. Ernie Whitt. He's the most Canadian, non-Canadian I've ever met, I think.
He's kind of Canadian.
The Baseball Hall of Fame website's quite simple. Don't be a double.
Grounder up the middle, smothered by Scutaro. He turns for first, but not in time.
What strikes you about Larry Walker? And Pat, I'd like to hear what you think about Ernie Whitt.
Well, he had that monster year as that ball is hit to left field, and the runner is held at third. So the bases are loaded here for the Florida Marlins. But
would have shaken your hand 2 times, Jamie. Because fair is fair. You came down and did that all on your own, and that should be noted.
Here's Roland. He's coming home. They get the force there. Lead runner is gone, 2 out.
Yeah, you got to cut off the runs at the plate now. It's getting late. Heads up play right there by Roland. He knows he can't go around the diamond in turn 2, so you've got to get that lead runner. And what made that play difficult is his momentum is taking him into foul territory. Now he's got to throw this ball right over the runner. He's got to pick up his catcher. That one right over the shoulder of Dan Ungla and a strike to Rob Barajas for the second out.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to see some of the guys that they drafted this year?
No. All very deserving. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Pitch to Dandy in the last game in Texas, but came away with a loss just the same. Overbase punched out as Johnson goes with the changeup. Well, the experience is wonderful. There's such good people that surround the museum. As Millar goes down quickly, back-to-back strikeouts here for Johnson. That's popped up. Foul territory. Helms races over, and that was simple enough for Johnson. 7 complete. He is concerned, but it was good to see him throwing the ball out in left field prior to the start of today's game. Ramirez dumps a base hit into center field.
Maybe re-injuring yourself. You better be 100% sure that you're healthy.
This one popped up into left. Lynn comes in, and Hermita's gone.
Scott Downs have been pitching. That's not going to happen.
There's a fly into right field. And Ugla's retired.
A little overrated, I think. You know, it's where you throw that ball.
Broken bat, blooper out to right field. Rios scampering in over Bay. What a play. Runs out himself and makes the over-the-shoulder catch. And so Ross is retired after the leadoff single by Ramirez. The Marlins go down in order. Look at this dandy. Shortly after this ball game concludes,
Florida Marlins just have one complete game as that ball's ripped into left center field, and Josh Johnson is the guy who's had it.
He walks him. Here's the 2-2 on the ground for Ugla. He turns to second for one. Over to first. Double play. And that's it. 0-2 on Helms, the first baseman. He swings and misses and goes down quickly. Him in 3 years.
3 years, and before that, was it back in 2001?
In 01. Ripped to left field on a line. This one sailing on out of here. What a day for Ronnie Paulino. His second home run, just his third on the year.
That one got out of here in a hurry. Fastball, first pitch fastball right down into the wheelhouse for Paulino. The 5th multi-home run game by a Marlin this year.
Looped out to center field, and it drops a base hit. Nobody covering second, so Roland gets over there quickly. 1-33 is the record. Here's a base hit up the middle. Coughlin does it again. He's got his second hit of the ball game.
Hitting is contagious. They look very comfortable.
A bouncer to short. Scutaro goes to first.
Team leader in multi-hit games. He's got another one today.
Their ball squirts away. League covers the plate.
And it goes into the dugout, so the run's going to score anyway.
Well, Barajas just couldn't get to it before it rolled in there. So the 11th run crosses the plate.
Sure.
A ton. Guaranteed. 3-2 pitch. Hits softly on the ground to Hill. Well, the Marlins tack on a couple more. It's now 11-3 into the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 to Roland, who lines it over the head of a leaping Ramirez. Another base hit. What an afternoon for Scott. 3 for 4.
Yeah, just take what that pitcher gives you.
Some life into this ball game in the 4th when Rios hit a home run. He pops that one up. This looks playable for Helms. Ball 4. He gets Millar, though. Sailing in the air into shallow center field. Ross comes in. And the game is now over as the Florida Marlins come into Toronto and sweep the Blue Jays in 3. What a performance. A complete game victory for Josh Johnson.